So this is our MBR, master boot record. It is of 512 bytes, right? 512 bytes. Perfect. Okay, so this is your bootloader. Okay, this is your what? This is your partition table. It's your OS signature. Alright. Basically, our signature is of, just telling you the size. It is of 2 byte. Partition table is of 64 byte. We'll just talk about it. Bootloader is the rest of the thing, which make it at the size of 512 minus 66 6446, right? Okay, so which makes it a size of 446 bytes. Okay, perfect. See, bootloader is nothing, it just loads your data into the system software into the main memory as soon as your device is started. Okay, that's your bootloader. Then we have this partition table. If you guys have noticed, or ever seen that while installing your, this Windows or any operating system, it asks for some partitions over there, like, C drive, D drive, something like that, isn't it? Even you have these drives in your, whenever you open your My Computer or something like that, correct? You notice there's C drive, D drive, isn't it? So whenever you install your Windows, it asks over there some for your some primary drives, you can say. So among those primary drives, there is this one drive which is quite mandatory, you can say. It's like, you cannot remove it, or you don't have any options to, to exclude it out. It will be there. You have to include it. It's pretty mandatory by default. So that thing is known as your system partition. Previously, it was known as system reserved, but now we call it system partition. So in short, what I'm trying to say over here is this partition table, basically it has a size of 64 bytes. So this is equally divided into 4 parts. Each will be of 16 byte. Similarly, this will be 16 byte. This will be of 16 byte. This will be also 16 byte. Okay. So what happened over here is, one is by default. I'm just talking about this, scenarios basis. Basically, the problem with this MBR is that it is your static. It is your static. As in this partition table, as I mentioned, is 64 byte, and it is divided into 4 parts, 16 byte each. So let's say for one, when you did the partition table, when you're installing the Windows, you gave 16 byte to, first of all, by default is the system partition, correct? It is gonna take this space first of all. Now let's say another one, you install your operating system, you utilize this for your C drive, for example. And let's say you didn't create any other drive. You are just satisfied with these two. That's enough for you. Now, tell me this. Are you leaving these 32 bytes for free? So that's a free space, right? So you know what happened, guys? This space, or you can say this thing, can be hacked. This MBR area can be hacked, and it can, any hacker or any malicious actor can target this space, and he can change the hard disk functionality with that. He can even toast your hard disk by, speeding up the RPM of the hard disk, like, rotation per minute. So even he can toast your hard disk, because this 32 byte of free space is more than enough to write a piece of a code, or to save a file which will take 32 bytes or something like that. That is enough for an attacker to take an advantage out of this one. Okay, so that was an, you can say, that is an disadvantage of MBR, because of which, like, this is a static one. Due to this, we move to your GPT. Move to your GPT. GPT is your GUID partition table. It is, reason being why it is good, it is your dynamic. Dynamic as in, if I am utilizing only 2 drives, like system partition there, 3 drives there won't be any free space. for an attacker to attack on it. That is the advantage of GPT. That's why we say it's dynamic, right? Even if you see on your new hard disk or the latest hard disk, mostly they are being provided with the GPT. They are removing MBR only, so they are generally with this GPT. Okay, clear till this point?